Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Dawn Perez, and I'm one of the education specialists at the Solid Waste Authority of Palm Beach County in West Palm Beach, Florida. Today, what we're going to be focusing on is a really fun PLT activity called Every Tree for Itself. So we're going to be learning about trees and the resources they need in order to survive. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about the Solid Waste Authority. So the Solid Waste Authority of Palm Beach County is a local government agency that was created in 1975 to manage all of Palm Beach County's waste. That would include garbage, recycling, home chemicals, and your biosolids, or your number two. So we have to be very efficient about how we manage these wastes, okay? Because we have a lot of people that live in Palm Beach County. We have about 1.4 million people that live in Palm Beach County. And on average, each one of us makes about 12 pounds of solid waste per day. So if we do that math, we get at the Solid Waste Authority of Palm Beach County almost 17 million pounds of solid waste per day. 17 million pounds. That's a lot. For you guys to visualize that, that would be a football field piled up to 27 feet high, which is almost as high as the goalposts. So again, the Solid Waste Authority has to be really efficient about how we manage that waste. And we have all different kinds of ways that we do it. We have our renewable energy facilities where we burn the garbage and turn it into electricity. We have our recovered materials processing facility, or where your recycling goes. And we sort the recycling even further. And then we crush it into cubes called bales. And we sell those bales to companies that will turn that material into something new. And we have all different kinds of facilities besides those as well. But again, today, we're going to be focusing on project learning trees, every tree for itself, and learning about the resources that trees need. So let's get started.
All right, guys, so today what we're going to be doing is playing a game called Every Tree for Itself. Now, typically we do this outside, but the weather is so-so today, so we're going to show you a version indoors, okay? So, before we get started, can somebody tell me some resources that trees need to survive? Yes?
Sunlight.
Sunlight, definitely.
Water.
Water, good job.
Food.
Food, good job. Anything else?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. So we have sunlight or food, right? For plants, that would be kind of together. We have water, we have sunlight. There's one other major thing that plants need. Starts with an N. Does anybody know what that one is?
Nutrients.
Nutrients, good job. Which is like vitamins, right? To make us big and strong. So they need nutrients. So what we're gonna do is we're all gonna pretend to be trees. And we're gonna try to collect those resources. So first of all, hold up your roots. If we're trees, where are our roots going to be? On the ground, that's right. So go ahead and stand on your roots. Now, do trees, can they move their roots? Can they walk? No, right? So during this game, we're going to pretend to be trees, so we have to keep our feet on our roots, right? If those are our roots, then what are our branches? Woo! That's right, our arms are our branches. It's a nice windy day, beautiful trees. Okay, so now that we have our branches, now that we have our roots, we are going to collect those resources. So, in my hand, I have a bag of different colored chips. I have blue, yellow, and green. What do you guys think the blue stands for?
Water.
Water, good job. How about the yellow?
Sunlight.
Sunlight. And the green? Anybody? Can you guess? Nutrients. Good job, guys. So I'm going to spread these around. Then I'm going to say go. And you will have about 10 seconds to collect as many resources as you can. And then when I say freeze trees, you're going to freeze. Okay? All right. So let's get started. All right, stop. Freeze, trees. Freeze, trees. Uh-oh, Patty. Almost stepped out of line. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so here's what we're going to do. First, can you count your blue chips? Count your blue chips for me. Yeah, give me a thumbs up when you're done. Excellent. All right, who had 10 or more blue chips? All right, 9. Woo, you're very well watered, Erin. Good job. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good job. 3. Good job. 2. Good job. So we all got our water. Erin must be somewhere in a wetlands or something. She got a lot of water today. All right, let's count our yellow chips now. How many yellow chips do we have? Good? Okay. Who has 10 or more? 9, 8, 7, 6. Woo, she got a lot of sun too. 5. Good job. 4. Good job. 3. Good job. All right, so we all got sunlight today. All right, now let's count our green, which stands for our nutrients. All good? 10 or more. Anybody? All right, 9, 8, 7, 6. Wow, Erin's doing really well this year. She is in a really good area. 5. Good job. 4. 3. Good job. So we all got all the resources we need, right? Some of us got a little more than others, but we all got what we need. So we're having a good growth year, all right? We are gonna do really well. So now we're gonna play a second round, and I'll tell you more about that in a second. All right, guys, so now we're gonna start round 2. But this time, there's a catch. You see, the trees over on the right-hand side, Miss Aurora, Miss Patty, and Miss Katie, they got cut down because in that area we're going to build a shopping mall. But thankfully, they're going to be replanted somewhere else. So I'd like you 3 ladies to take 1 to 2 steps towards the group. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to throw down these chips and we're going to see how many resources you get, okay? All right, ready, set, go. And trees freeze, trees freeze. Alrighty, so now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna count our coins. So first blue, go ahead and count your blue chips. All right, let's see, we still got, okay, good. So do we have anybody with 10 or more? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, good job. 3, good job. 2, 1. All right, so we had some that got a decent amount of water. Miss Aurora had the most amount of water. And then we had Miss Patty, who had 1. Keep this in mind as we keep going, okay? All right, now let's count our yellow chips. All right, 10 or more? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, good job. 4, 3, good job. 2, 1. Oh no, Miss Mary didn't get any sunlight, so she got water but no sunlight. But she's still probably gonna grow a little bit, but you know, it might be detrimental to her growth this year. All right, let's see. Let's see about our green chips. Go ahead and count those green chips, okay? 10 or more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Good job. 4, 3. Good job. 2, 1. 2 and 1. Okay. So most of us, except for poor Miss Mary, got all of our resources this time. So again, Miss Mary, you know, since she's a tree, she might be able to hold on a little bit longer because she got her other 2 resources she needs. Everybody else is doing pretty well. But here's my question. Was it a lot harder being closer to one another to get the resources you needed? Yes, right? So another thing that trees need is space. That's another thing that they really need. Because when they don't have enough space, they're competing against each other for these resources. And just like poor Miss Mary, they might not get all the resources they need, okay? Now, if it wasn't the situation we are in right now with COVID, we would have everybody a bit closer, but we are following the social distancing guidelines. All right, for round 3, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. So we're gonna have the same resources that we had before, sunlight, water, and nutrients, but we're also gonna have some red and orange chip mixed in there. And you guys are gonna find out what that means in a little bit, okay? So again, I'm gonna throw those chips on the ground, and you guys are gonna have time to collect all your resources. And then when I say freeze trees, you freeze, okay? So first I'll start with our normal nutrients here and stuff. Normal resources. Aaron got a lot over there. All right, so here we go again. Ready, set, go. And freeze, trees. Everybody freeze. Everybody's frozen. Let's count our chips. And let's see. So how many blue chips do we have now? If you're good to go, put your thumb up. All right, do we have 10 or more? Wow, Aaron, very healthy, very hydrated. Do we have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, good job. 4, good job. 3, 2, good job. All right, so we all got water. How about sunlight, so those yellow chips? All right, 10 or more. 9, good job, wow. 8, 7, 6, 5, good job. 4, 3, good job. 2, all right, so we all got sunlight, especially Aaron. Aaron's doing pretty well over there right now. All right, let's count our green chips now, our nutrients. Okay, 10 or more. Wow, Patty's got a lot of nutrients. Woohoo! Nice and big and strong. All right, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good job. 3, woohoo! 2 and 1. Oh, poor Miss Katie's only got one little nutrient, but at least she got everything she needs. Now we have our surprise chips. Count your red ones first. Count your red ones first. All right. So does everybody have red ones? Okay, who doesn't have a red one? All right, so you guys are free of this, but the trees that have the red ones, they have a slight disease right now, okay, that is attacking them and the inside. So how many did you have, Miss Mary? 3. How about Miss Patty?
2.
2 and 3, okay? So some of you that have 3, maybe you're in the middle stages of this disease. Some of you that have less, maybe you're in the beginning stages. Maybe you will be able to fight it off or not. We're not sure right now. We got to do more research on this disease. All right, now, did anybody have orange chips? Okay, so the 2 trees that have orange chips, you don't have this, but unfortunately, there's an invasive species of moth that's been introduced, and it is attacking your tree and your branches and your leaves. All right, so how many did you have, Miss Aurora? 3. How about you, Miss Patty? 1. 1. All right, so unfortunately, Miss Aurora is really having a problem, and we're gonna have to, really have to figure it out, because if not, they could spread to the rest of the forest. All right, so Miss Erin right now is the only healthy tree left in this forest. So we've got to figure out what's going on, okay? So that's round 3.
Hi, welcome back everybody. I hope you had fun watching Project Learning Trees, Every Tree for Itself. Hopefully this activity has inspired you to get outside in your neighborhood or your backyard, or even come out onto the SWA Greenway Trail System. That's right, we have a trail system which is about 5 miles long, and it's open to the public from sunrise to sunset. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. So if you have any questions about this activity or anything, go ahead and comment below and we'll get back to you. Or you can email us at education@swa.org. And before you go, I just wanted to remind you that we will be having programs like this every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. So please tune in. If you've missed any of our recordings or you want to see our upcoming schedule, you can always visit swa.org/education to look those up. Thanks again for tuning in and have a great day. Bye.